And now it's not picking up my mic. No, now it's picking up my mic. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's just one scruffy bit after the other. It can't be... It's one scruffy bit after the other. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. That is legendary. That is legendarily bad. Oh dear Lord. Well, I'm here now. I am here now. I'm just gonna go post this on the Twitter and new PC. I have a new PC. Blah 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 blah. See. He's also. All right, there we go. I didn't even include a picture with the Twitter post. I didn't even do that. I don't care. I don't even care anymore at this point. Yeah. My God. That was annoying. Very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. Dear fucking Lord. Well, anyway. I can now press 2. Bam. Put on some music. Yeah, some nice little music. My God. My fucking God. Where do I start? So, obviously, it's my first time streaming on this new computer. I thought it would go smoothly. It's... You're supposed to show the VTube Studio thing. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? VTube Studio's on. It's on right now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God. Are you seriously doing that now? Oh my God. This is the scuffiest stream I've had in the history of live streaming ever. It's not responding. It's just straight up not responding. Oh my God. Every time I think there's like, every time I think that it can't get worse, it just gets worse. This is actually the scuffiest fucking stream I've ever had in the history of streaming. And this is on a new PC that's supposed to be like so much stronger than the previous one too. That's... You know, at least I can laugh about it now. That's... Fucking hell! Why? Why did it do that? I should be showing up now, please. There we go. My fucking God! My fucking God! I'm half an hour late. Half a fucking hour. Half a fucking hour of fiddling around. Half a fucking hour of me fiddling around. I didn't even post a picture to go with it on Twitter because I didn't care. I was in too much of a hurry. I don't care. I don't give a shit anymore. What a fucking way to start. Please tell me chat at least works. I'm just going to say hello to myself just to see if that's... just to see if at least it shows up when I say hello. Is that going to show up? Or is that also just going to say, nope, we're going to do... Oh, yeah, I see the hello. I see the hello message. We have that. Let's go. Well, anyway. Oh. Well, at least I know I can clip the start of this stream. What a way to start. What a fucking way to start. I feel so sorry for the people who are waiting too. That's fucking horrible. Oh my Anyway, new PC. As you can see, I am now streaming in 1080p, 60 frames per second. Gee, because I couldn't on my previous PC, which streams in 720p in 30 frames per second. See, it's a big improvement. See, it's much better, much better. It's shit. I'm fucking dying here. Yeah, my new PC looks exactly like the background here. You might have seen it when like my vtuber model didn't show up earlier. Shit. Are we supposed to talk? Are we supposed to talk? Now I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing. I scuffed and now I'm laughing. Shit. Shit me. Yeah, are you having a nice day? Are you having a nice day, viewer? I hope you are. I hope you are. Gonna have a drink, sorry. I have to drink now. That's yeah. My god. I need water. I need water to calm down or whatever. My god. And just yeah, and again, just when I think I have it's all fixed. My mic just doesn't work, right? That was the absolute Scuff experience. I feel like I just rode the Scuff Express. Like that's well, you know what? I really should have ran more tests, shouldn't I? I really should have ran more tests. I was overconfident. I was overconfident in this stream. Well, yeah. So about that new computer, yeah, it's a new laptop. That's what it is. It's actually a laptop. The reason why it's a laptop is because I want to move at some point, and yeah, it's a matter of portability. Like a big computer is very, very awkward to carry around, so that's why I now just kind of have a laptop. And you know I can disassemble the computer and just bring the parts with me. Like that's very, very easy to do. But I don't want to bother doing that. I don't want to be asked doing that. So I'm not going to bother. Yeah. This thing dual boots Windows and Linux. So I'm just going to blame the fact that I'm streaming on Windows right now and I have Linux on this thing. Like clearly Linux does not want Windows to work. That's clearly what's happening right now. Like they're rival operating systems. Of course they would sabotage each other. That's just that's just how it is. I don't see any other explanation. So anyway, hello. I exist. I exist. Let me just put on some music because I didn't earlier. I turned down the volume for this a bit. Let's see that. Let's see. What do I want to play? Plot. Yeah, sure. We can do this. We can do. Yeah. Play your mother. Play back. Oh. Right. So, anyway. New computer, streaming in 1080p, 60 frames per second. What else is new? Right. I voiced the character. Let's talk about that. Why don't we? Why don't we? So, I'm going to give context first. it wasn't for anything big. It was not for anything big. It was just for like actually it was actually a role-playing place, which okay, I'm also like turn down the volume for this music a bit. There we go, just like that. That. It was for a role-playing place. Now the way this place works is it's not like a visual novel. This place, like you can click a sprite. Now, whenever you talk in that place, you will show a character sprite by default. It also has like an out-of-character chat to put like commands in, like roll dice and that kind of stuff. Roll dice, flip a coin, follow this character, that kind of stuff. Or to just have general out-of-character talk when we're actually in a roleplay. But the way that place works is you click on a sprite, and then when you talk as your character will use that sprite. And also, you can click on a sound effect or a voice line. And then when you send your next message as that character, it will play that sound or voice line. And of course, you know, someone wanted custom voice lines, which is very, very rare in this place, by the way. I never hear custom voice lines in that place. So this one player, he wanted custom voice lines. And now, I'll point out, this was like a very structured roleplay, right? This was actually the last chapter, the last session of a 28 session weekly, which means 28 weeks for 28 Sundays straight. We just had this roleplay, which is insane. Now, it was a death game, hence like the Danganronpa background. Yeah, spoilers. If you've never played Danganronpa, this is a background that appears in one of the Danganronpa games. Now you know. So anyway, this was a death game. You know, one of those kinds of things. And it was with the last chapter, the last session, and my character died in chapter 2. She was the killer of chapter 2. So she got executed, yada yada yada. Typical Danganronpa stuff. Very, very dark stuff, of course. So, what happens next? Well, I'm glad you asked, potential viewer, VOD viewer. So what happens next is my character. Oh, my character died. What happened next is that I actually ended up in the GM team. GM stands for Game Master. So it's basically like a dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons. And because like this is a game that has like 16 players max. Of course, it wouldn't suffice to have just one game master. You have to like manage a lot of players at once. So that's why it's good to have like a team of GMs. But yeah, I joined the GM team, which is why I was able to see this player's request to actually have voice lines. Now, they wanted to voice their character themselves, but it turned out that they lost their microphone. Well, they lost the cable for the microphone. So because I was in the GM team, I was able to see that, and I was able to tell them, all right, why don't I voice your character for you? And so I did. Well, I ended up voicing them in like in a voice chat. So it was all a single recording. It was my first time ever voicing a character. So like I had no experience with that. I wanted live feedback from the player, which is again why I voiced them in a voice chat. Complete with like recording my own side of the chat in Audacity. It was really nice. I appreciate feedback. I like having feedback. You always like having feedback. Now, I'm very, very harsh on myself as far as like the actual voice recordings go. Because, of course, it was my first time, of course. So there are instances where I feel like maybe I was too dramatic, maybe I was not dramatic enough, or maybe like, you know, I'm comparing myself slightly to a 90s game character. Like think like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Like, die, monster! You don't belong in this world. Or like one of the Mega Man X games with Zero going, "What am I fighting for?" Like that kind of guy, you know? Yeah. So anyway, the ways in which I was harsh on myself with like my microphone quality, because I don't feel like I have the best ever microphone that you can have for this kind of stuff. I also know that I talk very fast, faster than most people naturally do. So like that also goes through some of the voice lines. And likewise, there was like at least one voice line in which I just let my natural accent slip instead of the actual accent I wanted to give the character. Now, I'm not worried about whether my voice fits the character. You see, because this was a roleplay, it was the original character. However, getting custom sprites for your original character is very, very rare in this place. Well, it's not that rare, but like most often it will cost you a bit of money. So most people, it will either cost you a bit of money or like a bit of artistic talent and time. And most people are not artists, and most people do not want to give money. So they had to use an existing character sprite for this character that I had to voice. But I didn't have to, but the voice I had to give was not the voice of that character. Like, the actual character I voiced, well, the sprite for that character has a baby face. It's like Fuyuhiko from Danganronpa 2. But the character is not Fuyuhiko, like, his name is Itsuki. He is not Fuyuhiko. He is like, I think, over 1 meter and over 1 meter 70 tall. He just happens to have the sprite of a character that has a baby face. But he's not actually baby faced. He's just like, I guess, a teenager or something. So I'm not worried about whether my voice fits the character. I do think that the voice I gave the character, like, sounds a bit close to my natural voice, which I guess would not fit Fuyuhiko that well. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll see like sprites of the actual design that character is supposed to have, and then we'll see if my voice actually fits that character. But because, again, it's an original character, I am not worried one bit about whether my voice actually fits the character. Because I just don't know what the character actually is supposed to look like. It just happened to be so that for that one roleplay, it had to be for Yahiko's sprites. That's just how it is. So, yeah. I have the voice lines. And again, it was my first time ever, like, doing voice lines for a character. They are short voice lines. Most of them are like this character saying some character names. If I can find them, they should be in this folder. Base. And I should have been more prepared for this, but again, this stream was very scuffed at the start, so hence why there's a few issues. Hence why I'm less prepared this time than I probably should be. But that's fine. It won't take long. Because here is the folder, and right here are the files. And I'll just make a new little playlist of foobar, and here we go. I changed the, and yeah. It'll probably play the voice lines just one after the other, in very quick succession. Actually, I won't. Which is why I'm now realizing that I shouldn't play these in foobar. Hey Jenna, how you doing? How are you doing? I am doing well. I am doing very well indeed. I mean, the start of this stream, as you can see in chat right now, this stream started very, very rough. This stream definitely started very, very rough. It did. You can tell by the chat. Anyway, yeah, I did mute the background music so that you can actually hear me speak the voice lines. Aliona. Don't repeat those, please. Yeah, the first voice line alphabetically is the character saying Aliona, and which is the name of one of the characters in that thing that I voiced the character for. I was supposed to say like Aliona or something like that, right? Aliona, a bit more like Americanish. But no, my natural accent just slipped through, and I'm very, very critical to myself for that. But it's all fine. It's just my first ever time voice acting someone. And again, I naturally talk very fast. I have a notable accent, which is kind of tough to get out of. But that's all fine. So the first voice line is called Aliona. I'm just going to I'm going to add a little text thing to OBS so you can actually see what is being said. So like a text GDI blah 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 blah. For the voice is in my head. Aliona, be smaller, please. Bam. There we go. Aliona. There we go. That's what that says. That's it. That says Aliona. I'm not going to bother like capitalizing this correctly. Screw that. Screw capitalization. The next one says Cam, which is also someone's name. It's short for someone's name. It's like Chameleon, which is Cam. Yeah, he was very, very angry for that one. He was supposed to be very, very... But for the angry voice lines, I didn't want to be too dramatic. Like, I could have been so much angrier for this one, so much more dramatic. But again, because it was my first time ever voicing a character, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. So I didn't. So I just said, Cam! Or something like that. And I just went with that. Because I feel like if I was more dramatic, I would have compared myself to a 90s game character again. So like, it would have probably been much gnarlier or something like that. Much cheesier. But he still yelled it out loud. And I'm kind of glad he did. And you know what? You should embrace cringe. We all have our first times doing things. I shouldn't be harsh on myself. Embrace cringe. Be happy with who you are. Be happy with the ways you do things. And all will be fine. Yeah. Cam. Like that, right? Cam. Oh wait, that doesn't say Aliona, that says Cam. Think harder, boy. That says Cam. Right, next step is Duck. It's Duck. Like something like that, right? Which is Duck. There we go. You know what? I'm kind of happy with the delivery on that. Probably because it's like such a short word that I don't have to worry too much about my accent. It just says dark, like that, right? So dark. I'm kind of happy with the delivery on that one, simply because it's such a short word that it's hard to screw up. So it's a very simple word. Next step is like for everyone, which is a very, very simple line. For everyone. There we go. Again, I muted the background music so that you can actually hear the voice lines. For everyone. And you know, it was the last session, so like he definitely like had to be a bit emotional for that one. Very, very glad with that one. Very, very happy with that one actually. Next step is hail! Exclamation mark, which sounds like this. Hail! That's funny. That amuses me. That amuses me. Hail! He sounds like he's really annoyed with a pun or something. Again, embrace cringe. I do think this is funny. Hail! You can tell this is like the first angry voice line I did, so like, whatever. Next up. Hibiki. I put a little bit of emotion in that one. Surprising. Next up is Hide. Bam. Hide. I'm just gonna like yeah, I'm just going to like go through them quickly this time. I don't care. Again, like very, very, very I think I delivered that one quite well actually. I don't care. And that as with that one again. Next up. Blah, blah, blah. I reject your future. That. You can definitely hear my accent in these, I think. But it's all fine. Next up is that's this one. Blah, 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 blah. I reject your future. We'll tear it all down. We have this one. I will tear it all down.
I will tear it all down.
That's definitely the slowest one, isn't it? Bam.
Lilith! Lilith! Lilith!
But somewhat angry. Next up is this one. Blah, blah, blah.
Nastier. Nastier.
Not very loud, is it? This one's next. Blah, blah, blah.
Noah. 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 Noah.
Okay. And then the last one is... Okay, that's the last one. So I can finally... Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Plan B, Hideyoshi. Plan B, Hideyoshi.
There.
Plan B, Hideyoshi.
There we go. That's all of them. That's all of them. So, I hope I wasn't too... I hope that wasn't too boring or anything. I'm just, like, happy that I actually did it at all. You know? So, there's that. Right. Anyway. So, I did those voice lines. There's more to this. There's more to that story than I just told you, by the way. Because another thing here is that these voice lines were obviously like not only recorded in a hurry, but also edited in a hurry. Because you see, I gave the player like the one full recording for these voice lines. However, it turned out that player was a lot busier than he expected to be, which is kind of bad. Kind of bad. So he couldn't actually. He didn't have the time to edit these to get together, and this was despite him actually really wanting voice lines for his character. I'm just going to turn the background music back on. Background music, please. There we go. There we go. There we go again. So anyway, where was I? Where was I? Okay. So anyway, the player ended up not having the time to actually pick the voice lines he liked out of the one recording I sent him, and to edit those as he wished to. And he was really bummed out about it. Like, he felt sorry for me, and again he felt bummed out because he wanted to use voice lines. But so the clock was ticking. It was like 2 hours. It was like 2 hours until that session started. Until that last session started. Well, less than 2 hours before that last session started. And I figured, well, shit. I'm going to have to take a few minutes. I really wanted to go outside at that point in time before like the session could start, but nope, there was no going outside this time. I had to work. I had to go to work to actually get those voice lines in and deliver them to the player. So in the end, I just had to pick the voice lines myself, and I had to edit those to like balance the audio a bit more. I don't think I did the best job, but I think I did a good enough job to have the voice lines be audible in the game. So, all in all, in the end, it took me honestly only a few minutes. And neither of us had experience with Audacity, by the way. Like, he had no experience with Audacity, I had no experience with Audacity, and I obviously had to do like noise reduction and all that kind of stuff. And again, making the quieter bits of audio a bit louder, making the louder bits of audio a bit quieter. But no, in the end, thank fuck, it all worked out in the end, because that could have been a nightmare. That could have been a nightmare. Like that player could have been without voice lines through that whole game. But yeah, I saved the day. Sheepy saved the day. Hooray! I did it. I fucking did it. Now, again, this was just a roleplay. This was for a roleplay, and since there's new people here, I will also elaborate. These are weekly roleplays. These happened like once every Sunday. I was in the GM team. GM being like a dungeon master in Dungeons and Dragons. It was a murder mystery thing, and it's on a program which is styled like a visual novel. So you can click a sprite, and then it will show that sprite. You can click a voice line, and then it will play that voice line. And that's basically how it works. Like, it's a program specifically made for these kinds of role plays. And you know, that also means that I have a lot of experience hosting games. And that experience also means that at some point I would love to host like game shows on my channel, because I feel like I would be very good at it at this point. Because again, I might not have that much speech training, I might not have that much speech training, but that's fine. Again, I did those voice lines without any speech training, without any voice training, so that's all fine. I can do this stuff. I might stutter a bit at the start, but that's all fine. That's why I stream. That's genuinely why I stream. To improve my talk, to improve my speech, to improve my commentary. So yeah, just do it. That's something every streamer should follow. Just do it. Anyway, but because this was a roleplay, that connects beautifully in the next thing I would like to talk about, which is just general role-playing stories. Because I have so many of these, you would not believe it. You would not believe it. There are some really cool ones, some really fucking stupid ones, and I don't know where I should start. But let's start with the poisoned doorknob. The poisoned doorknob. Because it was a killing game, because it was a murder mystery game. Sorry, I can't even talk about it without laughing. I can't even say the words poisoned doorknob without laughing. I have to drink this. Sorry. So one GM, one game master. You know, because it was a killing game, a Danganronpa style killing game. Of course, we like to have original. I like to have original murder plans. I think a lot of these role players know better how to commit murder than most people do, which is kind of worrying. Which is kind of really worrying. But that's just how it is. So yeah, that's the reason why I know how to make chloroform. That's the reason why I know how to make mustard gas. Just because I've been in these role plays. And these are just genuine things that players know in these things. I know how to make a pipe bomb. I'm probably like on a list somewhere, just because I've googled how to make a pipe bomb, and so yeah, just a little hint to any future criminals out there. If you want to learn how to make chloroform, if you want to learn how to make mustard gas, don't look up how to make these things. Look up what's cleaning materials not to mix. That will get you your answer. I am absolutely going. I'm going to jail for telling people this. Like there's some criminal out there who said, "Oh yeah, chloroform. Well, this person that I've watched that I've watched the stream of, he told me how to make chloroform. So that's." He told me that you can just Google how to make a pipe bomb. I'm going to hell. I am going to hell. Anyway, poisoned doorknob. You see, because these are murder mystery games, we like to make original kill plans. And because these are weekly role plays, these kill plans happen in real time in these role plays. So actual characters, played by actual people, die in those role plays. And each person only has one character usually. So if your character dies, that you're just booted out of the roleplay usually. Sad for them. A lot of game masters these days like to compensate for dead players more, which is pretty much the way to do it. Quite often, people who die in roleplay these days volunteer that they will die in a certain chapter, and they won't. That won't always go to plan. However, most often it will. And again, because my character killed in chapter 2, I volunteered in one roleplay in the last roleplay I was in, that I did the voice lines in. I died in chapter 2 because I was the killer, and I got executed for that. And I didn't try to win the trial, because again, this was a very, very ambitious roleplay made by a very, very ambitious game master, which is obviously why I would not want to win a class trial, because this is Danganronpa. You win a class trial, the game fucking ends. You're the only one who survives. So don't win class trials. Make these things possible to solve. Don't hold the player's hands too much either, but make your trials possible to solve, please. Anyway, poison doorknob. So someone just slathered poison onto a doorknob, and someone just happened to touch that doorknob with their hand, and for some reason it poisoned them, which I don't think is how poison works. And it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there, you see. For not only did they touch a poisoned doorknob, but before they died from poison, they gave someone head pats. So it wasn't just a poisoned doorknob, but the victim of that poisoned doorknob, pat someone's head, and the head patty died to poisoned head pats. I'm not making this happen. I am not making this happen. I wish I was making this happen, but I'm not. Thank fuck this wasn't in the roleplay that I'm actually talking about. That I died in a chapter 2. I don't think this is how physics work. Oh my god. But the stupid kills don't end there, you see, my friends. The stupid kills do not end there. There are so many more of these. You wouldn't believe it. There is another one. Where... Oh yeah, by the way, because I didn't... I didn't greet the chatters properly earlier. Hello Jenna, hello Squishy, hello Roman, or like Chrissy, hello Cuddly. I know that you're a user from like one of these from that program. I know you're from that. Hello all of you. Hello. Okay. Anyway, carrying on. Other stupid kills. I know some of these are from roleplays that Chrissy was in as well. Chrissy can confirm some of these. Bleach bubble tea. Someone died by drinking pure bleach, which they thought was bubble tea. Someone handed them bleach, a cup of bleach, and that person drank the bleach, thinking it was bubble tea. And instead of following real-world physics, instead of following real-world biology, that person just fell. The bleach drinker just kind of fell. The bleach incident. The person who drank the bleach just kind of, which is kind of bad. You would not want that to happen, because as a lot of players pointed out, first of all, bleach has a very particular smell. The player did not have a nose problem. They would have smelled the bleach. Second of all, if you drink bleach, most likely that will not kill you. You will just vomit out the bleach. Bleach does not kill people. You do not die by drinking bleach. You will just vomit it out instead. Do not do that, please. But don't drink bleach anyway. Do not drink bleach. It's still not very healthy for you. Don't do that. But even with that said, it won't actually kill you. Even if some game masters in murder mystery games do not understand that. And apparently some player characters in those roleplays do not understand that either. That you should not be drinking bubble tea if it has no bubbles in it, and it smells like bleach, and it tastes like bleach. That was a very, very short trial too. Because everyone instantly knew who did it. Because it turns out that there was only one chef in that place who would have made the bubble tea. So, yeah, good shit. Easiest trial of my life. But it doesn't end there. The stupid murder mystery game kills do not end there, my friends. Not even in that one particular roleplay, my friends. Because you see, that brings me to chapter 3 of that roleplay, in which someone, some fucker, some absolute idiot, thought that you can kill people by okay, I cannot talk about this without it exploding my brain. Someone thought that you can kill someone by making a jacket zipper go straight through the neck. Like, actually like zipping it and making that zip go through the neck. Which I cannot wrap my head around that. Zippers do not work like that. No. 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 That was dumb as fuck. Like, everyone instantly knew the killer too, despite the, frankly impossible kill. Everyone just instantly knew who did it. Because the motive in that thing, the motive to that particular session was that all of the students in that killing game were split apart. So like previously, all of the characters just kind of had someone that they stuck to, which in a killing game makes people very, very hard to kill. So the motive was, of course, to take these apart and put them into two groups. So one half is upstairs and the other half is downstairs. Which, on paper, in theory, good idea. In practice, that narrows down who could have killed so fucking much that when someone finally died, everyone instantly knew who did it before it was even revealed that there was a body. That's how stupid that kill was. Actually insane. In-fucking-sane. So, that's that. That was chapter 2 of that roleplay. Chapter 3. Chapter 2 was a bit more reasonable. However, you see, someone in the chapter 2 kill, because this is a very dramatic kind of thing, because this is a death game, obviously, there's a lot of drama and stuff that might make people comfortable. I'm sorry. Someone in that whole kill plan injected chloroform into himself, which with the intent to commit that kind of stuff, you know, which is very uncomfortable. But to be fair, I am talking about death games, so yeah, sorry for that. So that goes on. However, the GM did not know this. The GM thought, oh, chloroform means sleepy juice. And, yeah. So, that's also a new lesson into how to kill people. Injecting chloroform into them. Don't do that. Don't do that. It will kill them. The GM did not know that. So, yeah. It was a more reasonable kill, but that one aspect of it was dumb as fuck. Now, the chapter 4 kill was actually really fucking good. Like, what the fuck? Like, actually, what the fuck? No, you wouldn't believe this, right? You would not believe this. After three straight impossible kills, there was finally one really good kill. Okay, the motive to that chapter was torture, essentially. Every night during that motive, 2 people would get tortured. And what happens? Well, it turns out that for one torture method, 2 people get dunked in water, which is not very, very nice. So what happens? What happens then? Well, the person who was dunked in water, one of the people who was dunked in water will end up dying later, but it was not directly to the water. Because we still saw them breathing and all that, we gave them CPR. But the killer, quote unquote killer for that chapter, he then brought that brought that person to the incinerator room. That person then like injected themselves with cyanide, jumped right into the incinerator, burnt themselves, and then just let that person who got dunked in the water die of natural causes. And that person, well, okay, I kind of messed up the timeline here. The person who died of natural causes died first. Which means that this person made a murder mystery in which it was made to look like they committed the murder, or it was a double suicide, when in actuality, the killer, the real mystery, was that the killer was Monokuma, or like the Killing game host, because that was the one who dunked that player into the water. Yes, there was very little evidence. It was a closed room mystery, and it was really cool because you see, it turns out that the way this works is the person who got dunked in water had heart problems. They had heart problems, and so by being dunked into water, those heart problems, those health complications, they got sped up by that torture, and so because of that character died of natural causes, and that's that, and that meant that indirectly the killer was Monokuma because they sped up that character's heart problems, which is absolutely insane, which was really difficult to figure out too. Like, that was an absolute insane trial, really fucking good trial. Figuring that one out was insane. I cannot believe that one actually went, that one happened, that we actually figured that one out. There was very little evidence for that case, but holy shit, that was fucking amazing, incredible. Not only was it incredible, but this trial was expected to go on for like at least 4 hours, and I figured it in like 1.5. I like speedran that trial to make it run for only 1.5 hours, and in that time, I just 1.5 to 2 hours, I just like explained every single possibility within the minimal evidence that we were given. Like, there was very little evidence, again, to this case. So you had to figure everything out by just looking at every single possibility. And there were a fuck ton of possibilities with the very little evidence we were given too. So like, this was a really tough trial. It was definitely like Chapter 5 material. This was essentially this game Chapter 5. If you know Danganronpa, you know they always have like convoluted Chapter 5 trials. This was essentially the Chapter 5 trial. Now anyway, and I took that like trial with like an expected runtime of 4 hours and speedran it to run for only 1.5 to 2 hours, which is fuck yes. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself for actually like getting that whole thing done in 1.5 hours too. And I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. I had prepared for that trial because we were given the evidence for that, like the session before the actual trial started. I was given essentially a week to prepare to write down all of my theories for that trial, which again, I wrote down a fuck ton of theories for that one trial, for that one case. Like, I had to do hardcore detective work for that one to just figure out. And I'll be honest, I was not sure of any of these possibilities while I wrote down my theories. Like, I wrote down for like just a few pieces of evidence. I think I wrote down like at least 10 to 15 theories down, and every single theory I wrote down in an elaborate manner, as elaborate a manner as possible. Well, not that elaborate, but I did like make sure to go through every possibility while writing those down. Again, so fucking proud of myself for figuring that one out. So fucking happy with that trial. That case was so fucking good. Hot damn. Like, hot damn. And yeah, throughout that game, I had a bit of a win streak going too. Like at that time, on that role playing program, I had this reputation to keep up, in which I was kind of considered this bit of a detective. I wanted to keep up that reputation. Like that was on the line. My reputation was on the line as a detective. So yeah, I put everything on the line as a detective. Because in that roleplay and the next roleplay after that and its sequel, I kind of figured out every single killer before the trial started. And I had a streak of doing that in like that roleplay, in its sequel, and in like the roleplay before that one. So like that was like 3 weeklies of me just figuring out the killer before the trial starts, which is something I'm again very, very proud of. Very, very proud of. But yeah. Anyway, what happened after that chapter, after that trial, was stupid, was dumb as fuck, because you see, I actually had to leave before the session was officially over, and of course, Monokuma gets executed, but that doesn't execute the mastermind. And I had clearly planned that. Okay, we'll execute Monokuma, we'll execute your proxy. However, just because we're executing this proxy doesn't mean we've actually given the mastermind themselves their due like judgment, their due their due whatever. You get the idea. We didn't make the mastermind themselves pay properly for what they did. So, well, I might seem really good at figuring things out, even if I don't always want to admit it. However, even if I am somewhat good at figuring things out, and like this is also a thing that happens like consistently in like social deduction games, in VR chat. Like in VR chat, I have consistently been like, there's a game called Spy Check. There's like also like Among Us clone in VR chat. I have fairly consistently been like the player who's like been the first to talk up, the first to like figure out who is the spy or who is the imposter. In this game called like Spy Check, I think I also kind of have a win streak as spy, which I'm really, really proud of. Like, I think I've won like at least 10 games as spy, which again, fuck yes, I'm proud of myself for that. I'm doing so fucking good right here. Goddamn, I'm a smart boy. But at the same time, first of all, in that game called Spy Check, I'm mostly up as a player who doesn't know the other players against other players who also don't know the other players, so they don't know my strategies, they don't know what I'm up to, and also, a lot of these players are playing that game for the first time, and you know, I also probably haven't played it that much, and I like to think that the reason why I'm so proud of myself in these kinds of games like Spy Check and like Among Us and the like is again because of my previous experience in like these class trials. In these things. Anyway, bye Gyro. I know you're not watching right now, but see ya. Have a good one, Gyro. Glad you joined me today. But yeah, I like to think that a lot of these players in these social deduction games are people who are somewhat new to that specific game, whereas I, even if I don't have much experience in social deduction games specifically, I still have like a lot of experience in murder mystery games and that kind of stuff, and a lot of things to figuring out who killed, who done it, is social deduction. That genuinely is like the first because when I figure out killers before the trial starts, most of the time it's simple social deduction. That is genuinely what it is. Like I can usually tell when a person killed by how they behave. So that's kind of it. And because I already had experience like in spotting killers in these like murder mystery games, I think that's the reason why I'm so like up front in games like Among Us, well, VR chat Among Us. I haven't played the actual Among Us yet, and also like Spy Check, also in VR chat. So like, there's that. Gonna drink a bit again. And again, I did not start off good. The first trials I did in that whole like murder mystery game, I think I lost maybe one of my first few trials or two. I do not have a perfect win streak in class trials as like the detective. I do not. I am not great at these things always. Like, I can brag all I want. However, you shouldn't let yourself be brainwashed. Do not let yourself be brainwashed. Like, obviously, I'm proud of myself. I can pretty proudly say, maybe I am a smart boy. Maybe I actually am really intelligent. However, even if I'm proud of myself, even if I'm proud of the part of my brain that can figure things out, that doesn't actually mean I am 100% completely bonkers intelligent in general. Right? Intelligence is a relative thing. You cannot be, and I think that if I was smarter, I probably would have been like a more popular VTuber or something. I don't know. But yeah. What next? Gyro did bring up Acromata. Acromata was a character that I played in another killing game, in another murder mystery game. He was the killer in Chapter 1. The way that kill happened was that was actually like my second ever kill in a weekly as the actual killer, I should point out. So Chrissy, don't correct me. I know I did Chapter 5. I know I committed Chapter 5 in your weekly. I know I did. I know I did. But I wasn't the actual killer, so not counting that. Not counting that. Oh, anyway, where was I? Where was I? The way that kill went was my character tied the victim to a Ferris wheel, the victim's legs to a Ferris wheel, and then ran that Ferris wheel. After which the victim fell down to the Ferris wheel. It was a very lengthy rope to make sure that they would actually fall down from enough of a height to where the fall would make an impact. And even then, the victim would not actually die from that. Like, they would have to stay there for a while. So the victim would have to die of blood loss after like falling from a great height from the peak of a Ferris wheel. And that was essentially the kill that that character did. It was tying a character to a Ferris wheel with a very, very lengthy rope to make sure that victim then falls down from that Ferris wheel from its peak, and then that. It was a bit more elaborate than that, but I feel like if I explain the whole kill, then I'll give some people ideas, and I shouldn't. Yeah. So, I feel like I could have done a better job at actually like showing who did it. But I'm still glad with like that whole kill in general. Like, there was a lot of brainstorming before that kill happened on how it should be done and all that stuff. So I'm still very, very happy with how that one was done. The roleplay before that, in which I killed before that, in which the Chapter 2, in which I was the Chapter 2 killer, was done with an icicle. I actually just like put an icicle into the victim, and that's how that was done. So yeah, it's very, very morbid, but I'll just make clear to any new viewers here: this is roleplay. It's not real. I'm not actually that insane. I'm talking about murder mysteries. Please do not misunderstand. Please do not misunderstand, people. I'm just a humble detective. Please do not hate me. Anyway, what other stupid, crazy kills do we have to talk about? Chrissy, you would know a few. I know you would know a few. I also know I know a few because, okay, the first ever kill that I solved in a killing game, in a weekly, not in a trial, because there are trials separate from the killing games. But the first ever murder mystery that I solved in a trial was one in which the killer killed her own roommate. So yeah, Easy trial. Easy fucking trial. Easy fucking trial. Easiest trial of my life. Instantly knew who did it. Specifically because the killer was just that fucking dumb. Went right after the roommate. Dumb as fuck. Someone was guarding, like the, someone was guarding the, like, hallways too. Which means that someone knew who did it. I wasn't even, like, the one who guarded, like, the dorm hallways. That was someone else. And in spite of the dorm hallways being guarded, someone still decided to kill their own roommate in their dorm when nobody else could have been there. Good idea, guys. Good idea. It wasn't even, like, approved by the GM. Like, the GM didn't even approve of that kill before it happened. So, like, but it did happen. And so the GM just went, okay, let's go with that. So, well done. Well done. You get a star for trying. You get... That one gets a star for trying. Good job. Well done. Oh, man. Anyway, since Chrissy is here, I can now also talk about the absolutely fucking insane character that I played in her weekly. The absolutely insane character that I played in her weekly. Because it turns out that, as much as people like to call me smart, for the longest time, I had never actually survived a roleplay to the actual good end. I've seen a few bad ends, definitely, but I've never actually survived to see the good ending of a roleplay. So, how insane was my character? Well, okay, chapter 1. Well, actually, the intro chapter happens, okay? Right? And the killing game gets announced and all that. The host tells us that, oh yeah, I kind of killed the previous killing game host to become the new host. And my character immediately takes note of that. Knowing that, you can't kill in a killing game when it's still running. You're supposed to die after. You're supposed to get executed if you find out about that. And so, I never told anyone that. Instead, what my character did was, it turns out that this killing game host had a few robots, had a bunch of robots patrolling the whole area. So what does my character do? Well, of course, what better thing to do in that roleplay than to just hack the robots? Hack the robots, and then go make it to, like, wait until... And my character then had to wait until, like, the last chapter to actually get the proper tech to, like, actually see their plans go through. So this character had to survive to, like, chapter 5 or so to see their plans go through. Otherwise I would have killed earlier. Because they already hacked into the, like, Mastermind's robots as soon as chapter 1, I think. Without telling anyone. The Mastermind didn't even know that my character had been hacking the robots. And no, but my character just hacked the robots anyway. Which, yeah, good shit to my character. That character was also, like, me testing the Nilgrim lore, the lore for, like, Mr. Nilgrim, which I still have not told yet. But yeah, anyway, my character actually hacks the Mastermind's robots, patrolling robots, which is insane. Makes it to the last chapter. And then the plan was to make a fake murder, which she did end up doing. There was a fake murder in that last chapter, which then there was a fake murder in that last chapter, to which that Mastermind then got... I'm a he. I am he. I'm a he. You may call me he. He, him. I'm a guy. I am completely a guy. Yeah, I faked a murder, fooling the Mastermind. Well, basically, I made a murder happen in which I hid the body, the supposed body, so that during the trial itself, the person who was supposed to be the victim could show up in the trial to say, hey, I was alive actually, in the middle of the trial. And then But honestly, I am a guy, he, him. However, you can call me whatever you want. It's fine. Anyway, where was I? So, I faked a murder. I hid the supposed victim. The mastermind did not know that this murder was faked, so the trial went on. The person who was supposedly dead showed up in the middle of the trial to say, hey, I was alive actually, and this murder was fake. And all of that was just so that I could say to the mastermind, hey, well, this body is fake. However, this murder might be fake. However, Mr. Mastermind, however, my friend, there is someone in here who commits the murder that there was no trial for. So, my friend, so I would like to take this opportunity right now to have that trial, my boy. And yeah, that completely went through. Now, the actual plan that I had for that kill was for that fake murder was because I hacked the robots, and I hacked that robot to actually destroy one of the cameras so that the mastermind could not actually see what went on during that kill. So good shit. Anyway, next step is yeah, I'm going to ignore that question. Both of the questions. And well, yes, I am indeed ChatGPT. I talk like ChatGPT right here. This is exactly how I talk, right? I am Mr. ChatGPT. My body count at the moment in killing games is 2, or maybe 4. If you count the one in which like I made 2 people kill each other simultaneously to cause a technically impossible murder, because then what fucking happens? It was a technically impossible trial because the way class trials go is like the first person who kills is the blackened, and you're supposed to vote for the first person who kills. So if 2 people kill each other simultaneously, yeah, what are you supposed to do? Anyway, back to the hell story I was supposed to tell. The one in which I faked a murder, in which the way that went was because I hacked a robot as soon as chapter 2. I'm not going to talk about like politics. That's banned. We're not talking about Israel Palestine. We're not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Sorry, I'm setting boundaries here, mate. Anyway, what I did was the plan was to then cause the robots to attack the mastermind, but it turns out that this whole thing was apparently in a virtual world in which I could not let that happen. So the thing was that because this was all virtual and you could just like leave this world by escaping this place, suddenly I decided no, I should not have these robots kill the mastermind right here and now. That would be a very, very bad idea, because if I do that, if I kill the mastermind right now, then that mastermind will be able to leave this world, and then he will be able to kill me, potentially, which is kind of bad. You don't do that. So don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Am I bottom or top? Well, I'm probably I prefer being a top, but if you're a VTuber, you do not get options. You live to be chat's little bitch. So no. I'm sorry. I would prefer to be a top, but as a VTuber, you are supposed to be chat's little bitch, and therefore I cannot be a top, because chat is right here. Chat, if you're a VTuber, the chat exists to bully you, and therefore I would like to be a top, but I cannot be. So that kind of sucks for me, but that's life. My least favourite race is I think the one I had in Garfield Kart the other day. Like, it's kind of naughty to it's kind of a bad game. Well, it's a fun game every so often, but it's kind of a mean game, isn't it? Like well, actually my other and my other least favourite race is like the one I had in Mario Kart Wii. There was a lot of blue shells. Like blue shells are all over that fucking game. I was trying to get 3 stars, and like the blue shells just kept on hitting me. It kind of sucked. So don't do that, please. That kind of sucks. Anyway, where was I? Anyway, yeah. So the plan was to kill the mastermind with all of these, like, with the mastermind's own robots, but I didn't, because I knew that if I killed the mastermind right there and then, that mastermind could kill me. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm also just gonna like check. Okay, nobody checked. That's fine. Anyway, I killed the mastermind. Which is all very, very nice. Well, the mastermind ended up shooting himself, after which, of course, we all did as well, because no, we are not staying in this virtual world while this arsehole is out there and can kill us. No, thank you. I'm not doing that. So, even though I had the plan to kill the mastermind, I didn't, because at the moment it was just a stupid idea to go through with the plan I had from the start. You know what? I can understand that. I can understand you thinking I have bottom vibes. Because, again, first of all, you know, we have brats. We have people who talk very fast. You know, I look like a little gremlin. This little avatar looks like a little gremlin. So, yeah. That's completely understandable. I completely get you, man. Oh man. You know, Chad's being a little bit trolly today, but I'll take it. I like that. That's just variety in chat. That's just variety. We like that. I mean, obviously I am. Like, I'm planning a stream involving like Pokemon. God of War. I'm kind of neutral with God of War. Although I know God of War is very popular, and I respect that. I respect people who like those things. Maybe I am your dad. Call me dad. You know what? As much as I want to say don't, just go ahead. I don't have any kids. I do not. Man, oh man. But yeah, I am also the one who pretty much led the chapter 6, in which the mastermind I finally did die. So good shit me. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I did it. Hooray. I had a list. I had a list of things to do in that game, because I had experienced so many bad ends that I just figured, okay, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to be the rival character in this game. I'm going to like do everything I want to in this game, and I did it. And I finally did it. Where am I from? I live in the Netherlands, which I know my accent does not sound like a Dutch accent. You know, although, you know, maybe you can hear hints of it in my accent, and that's perfectly fine. Most people do not immediately guess that I'm Dutch. My accent right now, as it is, the reason why I have this accent is because I used to really like doing silly voices, and it turns out that when you do a lot of really silly voices and like do a lot of like silly accents and the like, you eventually end up with a mishmash of accents. And because I had this mishmash of accents and I like doing silly voices and accents, people also like often like corrected my pronunciations on things. So like I also ended up speaking with the corrected pronunciations that people gave me. So as when I went together, and eventually I just ended up sounding like this. And that's the reason why my accent sounds like this, despite me not being a native English speaker, despite me being Dutch. So that's the story behind that. So yeah. I still like doing silly voices too. Like if I know I did some silly voices in the Helltaker stream, you know. I know I've done some silly voices in Discord streams. You've been there, Chrissy, you know. Gonna drink again. Oh yeah. Always keep your voice flexible. Always keep your voice flexible. You should always talk a bunch. If you want to stream often, talk a lot. Train your voice. Do that. Yeah, absolutely. That's what they are. So, what other story do I have to tell you people? I've been telling a bunch of roleplay stories. I have more of those. Just stupid fucking things that happened. Okay. Actually, yes, I have another stupid fucking roleplay story, and it is about the same one that I voice acted for. Okay, let's go. Let's carry on about that one. Why don't we? Yes. Okay. what happened there was, it was the final charter. It was the final session. So, and they spent this whole trial trying to prove why there's this one person who is a dictator. Who's a very, very bad person. Who apparently is described as blah, 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 literally Hitler and all that noise. So, what goes on then? What goes on then? Well, it turns out that these players, after spending a whole trial trying to prove why this person is bad, even though they're like posthumous and like cause a lot of distraction to the world, after spending that whole time doing that, they still let themselves be manipulated by an AI of that person into cloning that person. So they literally, at the end of that roleplay, resurrected Hitler, who then let Hitler rule the world. Good job, guys. Good fucking job. Well done. Well, anyway, story of my first ever wank. I don't remember that, to be honest with you. I do not remember that. I am asexual, to be honest with you guys. I am asexual, but I'll be honest with you people. Look up any things about asexuality, and you'll probably find out that a lot of them are not as prudish as people might think. Yeah, this might surprise you, but there are asexual people out there who wank. Yep. It's just that we don't want sex, guys. Thoughts on Hitler? You know what? I will actually give you one honest thought on him. One slight positive thing on that man. Okay, and that is that I wish that guy did not ruin the moustache that he wears, because there are people out there who could actually wear that kind of moustache and look good with those. However, that doesn't work like that. So, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Politics are not a topic I'm willing to talk about much further than that. Yeah, if you want my opinion on a certain very controversial man, it's that like I think that his moustache didn't commit any crimes, and therefore, if you want to wear the same moustache as that certain very, very controversial man, then like please go ahead, because like that moustache didn't commit any crimes. Put it back into style, because your hairdo won't commit crimes. Your moustache won't commit crimes. Please, go right ahead. Do those things. because otherwise, a lot of people will still be like stuck in the past, thinking that kind of moustache did any bad things, which it didn't. It was just a man. It was just a man who did those things. It was not the moustache. Please, don't let him ruin those things. Like that's like saying that just because he drank water and ate sugar, water and sugar are bad, right? And no, they aren't. They aren't. You should drink water. You should have enough sugar in your blood to like actually keep you active. You shouldn't become diabetic, but you should still like do these things. So yeah. Well, anyway, I didn't greet you people, so I know you're kind of trolling and all that noise, but that's all fine. Hello B, hello Ippo, hello Kakpa, hello Simps, hello people with potentially controversial political opinions. I hope you're all having a great day. Oh man. You guys are good at this. I'll give you that. You guys are good at this. I'm not deleting any of this stuff, by the way. I think that's... I'm all for preservation. Like, if YouTube wants to delete those comments, go right ahead. I might make this an 18 plus thing later, at some point later. Right. Gonna have another drink. Mm-hmm. Top 5 Pokemon starters. Top 5 Pokemon starters. Do you mean competitively, or do you mean like my own opinions? Because I really fucking like Chikorita. I have a Chikorita plushie. However, I think a lot of people will agree with me when I say that Chikorita competitively probably kind of sucks. I've ran competitive Chikorita Meganium before, and even though I have, it's not the greatest thing in the world. Although be that as it may, it does catch people off guard. People always expect that thing to from anime. From anime, yeah. Yeah. Although I also like Blastoise. I'm not naming these in any particular order. I like Chikorita, I like Blastoise. These are the two starters that I like the most. Like Chikorita and Blastoise. There is also, again, no particular order. I cannot name a lot of like my favourites off the top of my head. I'm not always a person with strong opinions, you get me? So yeah. There's also that. I don't have many strong opinions on many things. I'm a little bit No. It's fine. Where is Chimchar OMG? No, I like using Chimchar. That's fine. Chimchar is fun to use. That's good. That's fine. Chimchar is a-okay. Thumbs up to Chimchar. That's good. We like Chimchar. Where are the firefighters, guys? I also remember Smugleaf. Like, who remembers the old days of Smugleaf? Like, Smugleaf is a classic. Too bad I won't ever use Smugleaf and I would use Whimsicott. You know, I remember the old 4chan days. I frequent that place. I've used 4chan backgrounds on this account before. I get that. Like, for all I know, if this stream is on VT, I'll see. Oh man. That's fine. You can like those things. You know what? I'll probably age restrict this thing at some point later, but that's fine. We can talk about these things. I'm fine. I'm open to these things. What? No, you asked me for my favorite favorite Pokemon starters, because you can clearly see what my favorite Pokemon is, and that is myself. Yeah, 4chan days. I used to frequent 4chan. I used to frequent VP. I have a lot of like Whimsicott things from VP. Like, so yeah. How many times have I smashed? Not at all, my friend. Your PMD, our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? I never knew that there was a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game going on. Is that actually a thing? Damn. Skibidi Toilet. I can give you my opinion on Skibidi Toilet. And that opinion is, a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people think it's weird. However, I was around for the old Gmod memes, and what I see in Skibidi Toilet is just another Gmod meme. Amidst the many like Team Fortress, there were so many like Team Fortress 2, Half-Life Gmod memes going around. Skibidi Toilet, I see that getting popular, and yeah, of course, popular memes. The more popular a meme gets, the more overused it gets. Like, quite often overused memes, they can get a little boring. It's very easy to get blasé about like overdone memes when so many so-called normies start using these overdone memes. However, what I think of Skibidi Toilet itself is, yeah, that's an old classic. That's like me being taken back to like the 2000s, early 2010s. That's what Skibidi Toilet is. It's genuinely just a combination of TikTok and LG mod memes. And while I don't particularly care about like TikTok and that stuff, I appreciate the like old school Gmod meme nature of it. And because of that, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with Skibidi Toilet at the end of the day. Like, no issue with it. I have no complaints. But yeah, okay, by the way, I have only played Minecraft once or twice. The first time I played Minecraft, it was on a very, 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 very low power like computer, which did not run that thing well at all. I had a terrible time playing Minecraft. So Big Chungus. Oh yeah, Big Chungus and Crash Bandicoot going whoa, and Ugandan Knuckles. You know what? If we're going to talk about old memes, let's go back to the past even further. Let's talk about fucking banana phone or something. No. Who remembers Bert is evil? Bert is evil. Or you're the man now, dog. I mean, okay, I'll be honest. Like, I think a lot of those memes are like from before I started frequenting the internet. So, but I know about them. I've seen the sites for them. So, like, there's that. I remember like I remember when memes were still called fads. Okay, maybe that's a bit too old. Maybe that's a bit. Maybe okay, memes were definitely always called memes while I was around for the actual memes themselves. But no, a lot of but even like when memes were still called memes, there were still a lot of things that would be called memes nowadays that were at the time still called fads, which is a bit weird. But you know, that's just how it is. Who remembers when memes were called fads? That's very old school. So yeah, let's talk about fads instead of memes. Like Birds is evil, and all your base will belong to us, and Shoop the Whoop. Who remembers? And Candlejack, and if I by the way, if I really suddenly just disappear off the face of the stream, it's because I said Candlejack. Like I'm not even going to do a stream outro because like Candlejack is going to kidnap me or something. That's how the stream is going to end. I'm going to like ditch the outro. The way I'm going to end the stream, just because I said Candlejack, is I'm going to say a random sentence, and just in the middle of that, I'm going to end stream just because I said Candlejack. That's the plan now. Have a good one, B. Have a good one. Have a good one. So anyway, now I have a planned ending for this stream, and this letting Candlejack kidnap me. What next? What next? Now I'm thinking of old memes. You're the man, no dog. Lol internet. Cat on a keyboard in space. Cat on a keyboard in space. That's so good. That's a classic. It's literally just a picture of a cat on a keyboard in space, while like some happy music plays in the background. I want that. I want an intro based on that. I want an intro based on that. Like, some people talk about Nyan Cat and that stuff. All very nice Nyan Cats. However, I remember the real OG cat in space. This is what you see when you die. Cat on the keyboard in space. That's a real OG cat in space. Let's go. Keyboard Cats 2. Keyboard Cats though. That you know what? That is a completely different keyboard cat. That is also a meme that I remember very well. Thank you for being around, Link, by the way, because thanks to you, I now also remember the existence of Numa. I joined YouTube in the Stone Age year of 2006. 2006. Very old time to join YouTube on. I was a kid in 2006. I was on YouTube in 2006. And we didn't care. I didn't care. Because there were so many kids on YouTube in 2006. I joined a YouTuber community in 2006. So many people on YouTube in 2006 did not even like edit their videos ever. Which is of course why today I don't really bother like putting too much effort into my own stream, to be honest with you. Because not mention words like Keyboard Cat. I can talk about Keyboard Cat. You know what? I can talk about old memes. Rickroll. Trollala. There's Trollala. Let's go. Trollala. That is a classic. I still listen to that song every so often. Rest in peace, Edward Kill. I don't know how to properly pronounce his name, but like, rest in peace. Trollala. It's such a good song. It's such a nice and happy song. I wish we still had Trollala. The world needs more Trollala. Like, really. That meme got popular for a reason. The song is just generally really nice. Trollala. I like to imagine that song plays in the heads of some of the viewers, but that's because I'm projecting. Because whenever I'm like thinking of some funny trolly things, I have that same song in my head. Whenever I'm doing something particularly trolly, I'm also thinking Trollala. It's an earworm. Revive Trollala, please. The world has seen enough Rickrolls. We need more Trollala. Next time you Rickroll someone, give them the Trollala. But anyway, yeah. Now that you know that I joined YouTube in 2006, you know that I'm a fucking hag. You know that I'm fucking ancient. You know that I'm literally a Neanderthal behind the screen. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Mate, you know what? That's the real law. That's the real law. Why do I look like a sheep like this? Because this is what Neanderthals really looked like. Why do you never see cotton on like Neanderthal fossils? That's easy, because all of that cotton has just been rotting away. That's why. Why do you not see like the green horns? That's because those horns are little bits of plants. Those horns, yeah, those rot away too. You die, you're nothing but your skull. Therefore, this little whimsicott right here, this is what the Neanderthals looked like. This is what the Neanderthals looked like. How do you commit the perfect tax evasion? Easy! Easy question to answer, my friend. It's simple. All you have to do is just get rich as fuck, and as soon as you get rich enough, you'll just get away with anything. That's how you do that. In fact, to get rich in the first place, you have to be frugal. You have to be frugal. So, why pay your taxes in the first place? Why pay your taxes in the first place? When you can just give all of these tax people no money at all. That's how you get rich. That's how you get rich. Just don't spend too much money. You'll get rich. Evade your taxes, you'll get rich. You get rich enough, and once you get rich enough, you won't have to worry about your taxes ever again. Other people will pay those for you. Yeah, link is the dollar bill. You can confirm this for me. Yeah. Oh boy. What else? What else? Man, now I'm still thinking of old memes. Old memes. Old classic memes. Man, okay, 4chan memes that was like Desu 2. I remember Desu. Remember when everyone said Desu? It's still like, it still exists in 4chan. When you say TBH to the non-4chan people, when you say TBH, it's gonna like become Desu. It turns into Desu. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. TBH is one of the most unnecessary things to put into any message at all. Like, if you're going to be honest, just say whatever you want to say. Don't give a shit about the other person knowing whether or not you're honest. Just fucking say what you need to say. And if the other person can read you somewhat, they'll know that you're honest. Like, be blunt. Be blunt. So much speech in this day and age is just kind of like masked a bit. So many people say things that they don't mean. I'm not a big fan of white lies. Just be honest all the time. Unless you're like trolling, in which case, please, by all means, lie all you want. Troll face. Troll face? I have a whimsicott troll face. I have a whimsicott troll face. This is the perfect time to show you the whimsicott troll face. Let's go. It's go back. Here we go. Whimsicott troll face. I have it right here. I have the whimsicott troll face right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. look at that thing. It's the troll face. That's the one. That's the one. It's the troll face you were talking about. Let's go. That's the one. It's the troll face. Let's go. I'm keeping you in the corner. You're a friend. You are my friend. Let's go. I appreciate the troll face. Let's go. Troll face is a classic. Let's go. Keeping that one. What other memes are there from that time that I have a whimsicott version of? Not a lot, to be honest with you. Not a lot. Although I do have a few. If you are the artist of that whimsicott, I mean, go ahead. Tell me, so I can properly credit you. Here we go. This whimsicott can show up in this corner. There we go. That's 2 whimsicotts right there. Let's go. Yeah. Troll face. Was it always called troll face? Like, I remember like problem officer. Like, I remember when troll face was also called cool face, with the whole problem officer thing. It was probably always called troll face, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't really care that much. It's cool. Is it that cursed though? Is it that cursed? Okay. Is it that cursed? Maybe. It's just a friend. Look at him. He's just smiling. He's smiling. See? I'm smiling as well. See? That's just a friendly smile. That's a friendly smile. You smile like that to anyone, and they'll know you're a hoot to hang out with. That's the face of a friend. You know what? Someone who gives you that kind of smile, you might think that they're some kind of psychopath or something, but no. A friend who messes with you is a good friend indeed. Like, sometimes if someone never messes with you, that means they're being careful around you. And if someone's being careful around you, if someone's being too careful around you, like, are you really their friend that much? Sometimes you are, but sometimes that means they're afraid of you. And if someone is afraid of you, there's so much stuff that, like, you're missing out on with them. So, yeah, if someone is being trolly with you, if someone makes that face around you and they're an actual friend, maybe they're a bully, and maybe they trust you enough to be able to do these things with you. You get me? So, yeah. Overall, this is the face of a friend. This troll face is the face of a friend. And this thumbs up face right here, this is also the face of a friend. That is the face of someone who can compliment you, my friend. You see those thumbs up? Yeah. That person is here to compliment you. That is also a friend. So, a friend who can compliment you and insult you to their heart's content. Just like that. That is also a friend. So these two are the whims of friends. Yeah. Let's go. Oh wait, I have more. If I can find them. Big if. Because like my folder for this stuff is absolutely cluttered with shit. I should at some point really. Wait, we have this one. Yeah, here's another old classic meme. Here's another old meme. Yeah. That is also an old meme. Anyone remember like the elf Toho memes? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Who remembers the elf like take it easy, you could eat Toho memes? Yeah. We have that. We have. I have a whimsical version of that. Let's go. I mostly frequented 4chan in like 2014, and you can also pretty much see that in terms of like the things that I've whimsical versions of. And you can also see that with this whimsical. You see, this is also an old 4chan thing. You see, Kamina. It's Kamina. I'm just going to move you up a bit so that Kamina can probably be at the bottom here. There we go. Kamina. I don't know why the artist of this thought that the horns were headphones or something, but that's fine. This right here, it's quality. These whimsicots in the corner, these are the old meme whimsicots. Let's go. Yeah. This right here is the wall of 4chan. Let's go. Yeah. Right. Do I have any more stories to tell? Probably. However, be that as it may, at this point, I'm pretty content with everything I've been telling you guys. So, like, I still want to save more for, like, later. Definitely. So, do you think this is a good spot to end the stream on? Or, wait. I'm supposed to make it sudden. Yeah, because I said Candlejack earlier. Shit. No outro today, guys. At some point, Candlejack will show up in my room, and then he'll just really make life difficult for me. So, yeah. You should never say that guy's name. Like, if he gets at you, then, that'll be bad. So, yeah, guys, don't ever say Candlejack, guys. It's bad for you. It's bad for your health. He'll kidnap you. He's an elf meme for a reason. Like, don't let him get at you. Guys, yeah. Don't do that. Shit. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid right now. He could be anywhere. I'm watching you. I'm looking all over this place. You're not gonna get me. Right? Yeah. He's not gonna get me, guys. Yeah. I'm too strong for him. You see any Pokemon OC, they're guaranteed to be level 100. Just like me. Yeah? I am a Pokemon, therefore I am level 100 guaranteed. That's what I need to be competitively viable, right? Candlejack doesn't have shit on me. All right, I think I can end the stream safely. Let's fucking go. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!